So this last Monday, the board of the executive directors of the International Monetair Fund approved the conclusion of the ninth review of the extended fund facility for Suriname. This is a landmark. It is seriously an achievement to be commended, to be celebrated. The country has managed to change its overall economic landscape in just a few years based on a very dedicated and devoted support of the authorities of Suriname, the Ministry of Finance, the central bank, and all the public sector servants that have devoted their energy and strength to rebuilding the fiscal institutions, to improve on monetary and financial stability for the country. And this has pretty much put Suriname back on a development track, which is very important. Nonetheless, this achievement and the conclusion of the ninth review should be also a statement for how important it is for the country to sustain this reform agenda, to keep pushing, particularly in the discussions in Congress, for fiscal reforms that allow the country to build fiscal buffers. So particularly when the oil windfall revenues come, the country is ready to absorb it and to channel this money and the revenues into developing the economy, into diversifying its sectors, building good jobs, and also allowing the country to build on its amazing rainforest coverage, standing forest of around 93% of the territory, which will allow the country, given these very well-designed institutions and fiscal and monetary policy, to attract green finance so the country can build and develop its sectors, bring good jobs, increase income for the overall society, as well as protect the most vulnerable in the society. So we're seeing a new landscape, a new horizon for development for the country. But I have to warn that it's very important that the country do not let go of this reform impetus that is going on, and it can really drive growth in the future towards a more sustainable and inclusive model. So this is a great moment for Suriname. I think the country should celebrate, but should not forget the sacrifices and the efforts the country has made to get to here, particularly when it comes to macro stability, controlling inflation, keep the fiscal on a downward trend in terms of debt, and particularly trying to develop its monetary and financial framework in a way that can support Suriname in its future endeavors in developing its economy and building around the bounty that oil is bringing. So it's very good news for Suriname. And as an executive director representing the country, I'm very proud to communicate this to the Surinamese society, its achievements, and also making myself always available to represent the country in its future endeavors and facing its challenges.